All right, here we are at whatever
Hollywood
this is.
Collectors Show.
Thank you.
In Chicago, Mr.
Yes.
Harris, and good to see you finally.
And here we are with
Cindy Morgan.
who?
Cindy Morgan.
Oh, there she is. You know, time has been very kind to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I never. Oh, here she is. Time has been very kind to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for those who are unfamiliar with Cindy Morgan, they should be taken out and shot, drawn and quartered.
No, I'm a Chicago girl.
Okay.
I'm born and raised in Chicago
Okay.
and went to work here, and this is where I learned broadcasting.
Okay. And then there was this golf-related movie called Caddyshack.
Well, I used to do morning drive at a station called WSDM here in Chicago, and which is now the Loop. And I worked for the Chess Checker record people, making $135 a week. Wouldn't let me do commercials here in Chicago because they said they didn't want me on camera. I was the radio person. I said, I'm going to LA.
Wait a second.
Did we run out of...
They didn't want that on camera? Okay. So you work for blind employers? Is that what this was?
I just couldn't get a job on camera. I was the radio personality. So I said, I'll go to LA and I'll have a billboard on Sunset in a year. I was a very, very cocky young woman. I had one at 8 months. Okay. I got out of my car and got a commercial for Irish Spring that paid my rent. And 8 months later, I got...
Plus you got free soap.
I didn't bother to tell anybody. They asked me where I studied acting. I said I studied at the Goodman. I'm really not sure where the Goodman is. I think it's by the Art Institute. But
Okay. Close enough.
telling stories is like acting. So.
Yes, okay. And so you ended up looking something like this
Yep.
as the character.
Lacey on?
Why do I always want to say lacy underwear?
I'm not sure, Mr. Harris. Why do you think that is?
Well,
We could ask Freud.
we could go into therapy. You and I will go into therapy, and my wife will get really either upset or happy about it. But so here you are,
Yeah.
and you were also
Sweet Home Chicago.
Sweet
Good
Home
to be
Chicago, having the time of your life,
Yes.
signing,
You
shaking
know,
hands.
and what a pleasure to be able to do something. Honestly, it's pretty darn cool because if you listen to your agents and managers, you're not going to get good news. But when people come up to the table and say, I saw you in Caddyshack and I'm still laughing, how big a compliment can that be?
I think that's pretty good. And then people also know you from Tron.
From Tron, the first CGI movie we made, people will come up and say, you know, I got into computers because of that movie. And quite a few of the people supporting Tron has started a little campaign online called Yori Lives, trying to put me in the next Tron. We'll see what happens.
Bring you back from the dead?
Actually, I was brought back to the bed from the dead by
From
Disney.
the bed?
Now, don't get started with me, Mr.
Oh,
Harris. In San Francisco in April, Disney brought me back as my character. We shot some film, and we'll just see where it goes from there.
And among your other multimedia talents, you have a book in the works, is this correct?
Absolutely. And finally, the book I've been talking about forever, From Catholic School to Caddyshack, is in motion. Ready to be finished. My high school mother, Garen, picking me up tonight. We're going to have a little meeting. They want to know what I'm going to write about. And my first grade teacher, Sister Frances, now Sister Kate, I'm going to meet with on Monday. She taught me how to write, and I'm going to ask her for a paragraph. The way I go at it is like this. Catholic school was like Hogan's Heroes. At least we had a chance against the Guards.
There you go. And now we see you with something in hand. It
Yes.
looks like a test pattern, for those who remember a test pattern.
With a hat like that, you get a free bowl of soup.
That's Judge Smales,
Yes.
something similar to what Ted Knight wore in Caddyshack.
Absolutely. My buddy Roger Dewey with A&R Collectibles, who's obviously my stunt double over here sitting designed this.
I'd hate to think of the stunts. It's more like your double, but nothing personal, Roger.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I have room to talk.
Nothing
but,
personal. And
well,
also,
as long as he's on that side of the table, we're okay.
Roger's working with the Bushwood. I guess Roger's got the Bushwood copyright in motion, and he's designing things. And Roger actually worked at the same company my dad did, Stuart Warner. So I had to believe him.
Can we see you model the chapeau?
What do you think?
I think it's good. I think anything looks good on you, or off you, or
My goodness.
But, you know.
Or as Mae West said, goodness has nothing to do with it.
exactly.
There you go.
So where can we look for you next?
CindyMorganInfo.com, little magazine I put up online. Lots of stuff up there. And from there, the links will take you to the Facebook pages, the Yori Liz pages, and welcome to the 21st century. Happy to be here. Because the fans are running the game.
It's about time.
It's about time, and I'm just smiling.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.